What's going on YouTube? Trucking and Life here. One more time, guys. Guys and gals and gals and guys. Yeah. But if I remember to, I'm gonna try to throw some clips in on elaborating of what I'm talking about in the situationship. You know what I'm talking about? I was out there for a minute, guys. But anyway, what I'm talking about today, guys, I'm gonna try to throw some clips in there. And I don't know what other videos this could be thrown in with, but hey man, we'll roll with it. Things that cause drivers or truckers, or if you're just a regular guy or gal in the rail yard, time. And I'm gonna touch on probably 3 or 4 points. I don't know how many gonna be on this video, guys, but you know, I'm gonna wing it. I know it up here. There's a lot of stuff I just know up here. I think what I'm gonna do, but once I start jaw jacking and talking, stuff start rambling out. So I want it to be at least be three points I make. I might be 4, I don't know, but at least 3. One thing that costs guys and gals time in the rail yard, guys, these are major costs right here. They cost you, especially if you don't know. One thing is the in-gate, out-gate time, guys. In-gate, out-gate time. Sometimes you can't do it. You can't even avoid it. That's what I'm gonna say. You can't avoid it. You try to avoid rail yard rush hour. You try to avoid it. You try to time it. Especially if you know the rail yard's real good. You know which rail yard's going on shift change at a certain time, so it causes backup. You know, all type of delays. Sometimes you just can't avoid it. And here's a clip of a long line of a rail yard rush hour, guys. Check this out. Ah, you gotta love this line, don't you? Look at that, you gotta love it. Oh yeah, the sweet memories of sitting in one of them lines right there, guys. Guys with their head peeking out the window. That, my friends, is a piece of a rail yard rush hour. Meaning, some things you could avoid, sometimes you can't. I couldn't avoid that. I already said in that crap, that's why I was on my way out the gate. I said it was a rail yard rush hour getting out too. And sometimes too, rail yard rush hour come unexpectedly because sometimes they switch over on systems and they work out the kinks in the system at the kiosk, and it causes a backup to like that, man. Some guys, I don't know. Anyway, that costs a lot of people sometimes major time. It costs them their day of work because they can't make appointment times because they stuck in that. Another thing, guys, that costs, and I don't know if I have a clip of this one, but I'm gonna see if I can dig in the crates and find one. But long flip lines, guys. If you guys don't know what a flip is, that means when you get your box in that yard, or you get, it's a couple ways. When you do a 53 footers, the box is usually already on the chassis. You get in there. I had a real case in point. I had a case the other day, right? The bumper, man. I didn't even record. I was just so irritated because I was trying to get some stuff done. But the bumper was hanging out. It was like Mike Tyson punched my box, man. You know how Mike Tyson, when he hit you in the mouth or something, your lip be like, my bumper was hanging out like that, right? So I tried to trick myself. I tried to look away and look back at it as if it was gonna change, right? I like, it don't look that bad, do it? Look away, looked at it. So yeah, it looked really bad, right? Now, the rail yard ain't gonna tell you this, and this will be my next point. If it wasn't no holes, if nobody marked that up really damaged, ain't no holes in that chassis, I could have rode out the rail yard with half my bumper hanging off. The DOT bumper, mind you. You need that, so you gotta be mindful of that. So, I already knew I gotta get a flip. I already know from me doing rail so long, they not finna weld this, they not finna fix this, they gonna have me get a flip. So I go to the flip line. So when you go, the reason causes the flip, guys, a bad order, a hold, or whatever. So you go to the flip line. So I get over to the flip line, guys. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't over there, I was only over about 2 hours. Which is kind of good compared to some other guys. Some other guys was over there for 4 hours, 5 hours. It was one guy over there, and this is among the lines of costing you time in the rail yard, guys. There was one guy over there, he was over there for 5 hours. He did was, he didn't do it right. He didn't know how to get the flip. He just went and got in line. So he got in line, the spotter told me, hey man, I need your ticket, your flip ticket, right? He had a flip ticket, that's the thing, he had it, but what was on his chassis, he should have grabbed his box, but he couldn't grab his box for whatever reason and bring it over. So he grabbed the chassis, got in line, he's supposed to grab his box. Each rail yard flip area is different, guys. You gotta know how to find out what the process is in each rail yard for their flip. He didn't know. So he get up to the, so I'm sitting behind him. He get up to the front. Well, I'm a couple trucks behind him. Cause he been there for 5 hours. I was on there for like 2. So we just moving up little by little. This lane move up, you know, that lane move up like 4 lanes. So we outside talking to the spotter, hey, tell him what's going on with our situation. The spotter tell him, man, you gotta drop that chassis and go get your box. Now he sat in that line for 5 hours. He had to get out of line, go drop that chassis head, go get his box and bring his box back. Now you gotta get back in the back of the line. You see what I'm saying? You know, that dude gonna do at least 8 hours in there. He did at least 8 hours in the rail yard. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know. So getting flips, will cost you time, especially if you don't know how to do it or what to do. It will cost you a lot of time, guys. The third one is when people lose time in the rail yard, what costs drivers time in the rail yard, guys. If they get in the rail yard, they don't know what to do. They're confused. Like with that situation I had with that bumper, like Mike Tyson punched it in the lip. It had a big lip, like, ugh. Now you got to make a decision. What do I do? Do I try to go to the repair line to get this fixed? Because that line may be long too. Now you may stay in that line for a long period of time, and they tell you, oh, we can't fix this. You got to drop it. Now you can't wait on this. You got to drop it. You'll get a flip. So now you would have waited all that time in the repair line, only for them to tell you got to get a flip. Now you got to get a flip ticket, then go get another line, which is the flip line. That line may be super long. You could waste literally 8 to 10 hours in the rail yard if you don't know what's going on. So not knowing what's going on. Like if you get, like another way cost drivers time in the rail yard, guys, is if you go in the rail yard and you don't know where your box is at. You got to try to find it. You got to go fishing. No location. That means when somebody moved that box or moved that chassis, or moved that box on the chassis, they didn't update the location of it. They didn't update where they moved it to. So now when you get there, they said it's in one spot, but it ain't that because somebody moved it from that spot to another spot, but they didn't update it in the system. So now you got to go fishing because you came between the period where they moved it and the last location of it. So now you got to find it. Alright, YouTube. Right now my box is MIA, man. Somebody moved it. They didn't put a location on it. So this is another way you can lose time in the rail yard. Look at all these boxes trying to find your box, and without spending all day doing it, you know. Because somebody decides to move the box. A day later, I come in to get it, and they never updated they move. You know? Now, if you don't know the process or system of how to get that accomplished, you will waste time driving around the rail yard. They big, they huge. You can't walk around in under 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I'll tell you that. The smaller ones, you can take a chance, you can wing it. You know, ain't that much ground to cover. But when it's a huge rail yard, you can lose a lot of time, so you gotta know what to do. So a lot of guys, they get lost trying to go fishing for their box. They don't even know where to find a box at. They don't even know where to begin to find a box, because they don't understand how to go fishing for their box. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in the yard gonna tell you, hey man, I see you been driving around, let me see if I can help you out. No. They gonna look at you like, look at this guy. He coming around again. He drove past me 3 times already. That's all he could be saying in the head, probably. All right, so the last and final point, guys, is reason a lot of guys lose times in the rail yard, guys, because they don't know the rail yards. Each rail yard is different. I hit about a good 7 to 8 rail yards. I don't know how many areas I hit. I hit a lot of them, man. I hit a lot of rail yards, guys, on a regular basis. Some I don't hardly hit that much. So the ones I don't hardly hit that much, I'm not familiar with that yard. I got a system of hawking, hounding, harassing, hound everybody. That's what I do. Now, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. But, you know, let's see how far you get. But anyway, a lot of guys get lost in the sauce because they don't understand they don't get a map of the rail yard. They don't even know how to navigate the rail yard. They don't even know what location is what. You will lose so much time just trying to find out where your location is at. If you don't know where your location is at, if you don't know how to, if you don't have a map, because one person may tell you, hey man, yeah, it's down there. You gonna start heading that way, and you're like, man, what did he say? Was it down here or was it down the other way? You're like, I don't know. And then you start to just keep on driving, wasting time. Get you a map of the rail yard, guys. And if you don't know where you at, look at the map on the rail yard. If you can't read the map real good, have an idea where the location at, and then show somebody else that, hey man, could you help me? And show them the map. Hey, I need to go here. My box set is right here. Could you tell me how to get there from here, where I'm at? I asked at least 3 people, guys. At least three. The first person might tell you where to go, but you start heading that way, grab a second person. If you start heading that way, if they tell you to go the same way, believe the first person and ask the third person to confirm both of them other 2. I'm just saying if you want to, you don't waste no time. Some people are honest, they'll tell you where to go and how to get there, but believe me, people are not trying to get busy, man. They ain't really got time to really try to sit around and help you. They got their own smoke. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys get lost in the sauce because they don't understand how to navigate the rail yard. They don't know, they don't have a map of the rail. They don't even know how to get around certain rail yards, guys. So that's the whole purpose of this video, guys, to show you guys this is how guys get cost a lot of time in the rail yards because they don't know what they don't know. They don't even know they don't know it. You know what I'm talking about? Ask me how I know, and I'll tell you the same, baby. I'll tell you the same. Anyway, YouTube, hope this video is helpful. Give you a little understanding to help drivers get about these jams around you. And I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.